The wind was quiet that day. The sea was calm as the ship slowly approached the shore. After 3 long years, the men on board were finally returning home. They were tired, hopeful, and excited. But the moment they stepped onto land, something felt wrong. No voices, no smoke, no movement. Where there should have been laughter, children, and life, there was only silence. This was Roanoke, and everyone was gone. In the late 1500s, England dreamed of building a future in the New World. A small group of settlers was sent across the Atlantic to start a colony on Roanoke Island, off the coast of what is now North Carolina. Men, women, and children arrived with hope in their hearts. They built homes, planted crops, and believed they were creating the beginning of something great. But life was hard. Food was limited. Relations with local tribes were tense, and supplies from England were desperately needed. The colony's leader, John White, made a painful decision. He would return to England for help. As he boarded the ship, he promised his family, including his young granddaughter, Virginia Dare, that he would come back soon. He didn't know it would take 3 years. War between England and Spain delayed his return. Storms slowed travel. Time passed. When John White finally returned to Roanoke, his heart was full of fear and hope. But the colony he left behind no longer existed. Homes had been dismantled, not destroyed. There were no signs of battle, no bodies, no graves, no blood, just emptiness. Then he saw it. Carved into a wooden post was a single word, CROATOAN. It wasn't written in panic. It wasn't rushed. It was carved carefully. This was the name of a nearby island and a local tribe. White searched desperately. He wanted to go there. He believed his people were alive, but storms forced his ship away from the coast. He never returned, and the settlers of Roanoke were never seen again. More than 100 people, including women and children, vanished completely. No letters, no survivors, no clear answers. For centuries, historians have tried to solve the mystery. Some believe the settlers joined local Native American tribes to survive. Others think they were killed during conflict. Some suggest disease or famine forced them to flee inland, but there is no proof. No artifacts, no confirmed remains, no final record. What makes Roanoke so unsettling is not how people died, but how they disappeared. Civilizations usually leave something behind: ruins, bones, evidence. Roanoke left nothing. It is as if an entire community simply stepped out of history. America's first English colony did not fail loudly, it failed quietly, and that silence has haunted history ever since. Today, Roanoke is remembered as the lost colony, a reminder that even in moments of hope, uncertainty can erase everything. People didn't just lose their lives, they lost their story. And maybe that is the most frightening part of all, because somewhere between the trees, the rivers, and the forgotten paths of early America, the truth of what happened is still hidden, waiting. If stories of vanished civilizations, unsolved historical mysteries, and forgotten human tragedies fascinate you, subscribe to the channel, because history doesn't always end with answers. Sometimes it ends with silence.